Well, John Compea wants to make me a rich man because the news is out. RDJ will be Doom in two upcoming Avengers films. Now, my own stance is I'm very, very mixed on this. But not old Johnny boy. Oh no, he's seeing the very, very bright side. He didn't just think, oh guys, this is a good idea. He said, this is a genius move, guys. It's genius. It's brilliance, I tell you. It's brilliance. Now I get it. Campy is very mainstream. He has to keep friendly with the studios, even though he claims to be very critical of Disney, and he was very, very hateful towards the Acolyte. And I'll be honest, I didn't like the Acolyte myself. Had a lot of problems with it. But it's just very convenient the way he bandwagons on quote popular things, and his reasoning as always is pretty damn silly.
That's what I would do. But the second thing I said was that if they did do this, my God, there are some really creative narrative possibilities that you could do with this. I mean, you could do something really, really fast. Again, not what I would do personally, but what I would do is irrelevant. If they did do this.
No, I don't want to be accused of lying about the Campeers. So he said, nah, he would not have chosen Robert Downey Jr. That would not be his decision. But now that they're making the decision, let's look at all the great possibilities. And I will give him credit that some people are reporting that, well, this is not a variant, right? So if you've seen Loki, you understand what I'm saying. So let me explain that real quickly for those who have not seen Loki. But a variant is basically sort of a version of a character who is nearly identical, but slightly and critically different. So the thinking here is he will be playing Doom, who is Victor Doom in the comics. However, they have not yet clarified that. So apparently he may be just Tony Stark, but a different version of Tony Stark who calls himself Victor Von Doom. And you're like, how does that work? And then Johnny Boy, being the good shill that he is, found all kinds of elaborate, interesting ways to get around this seemingly hilarious attempt to make him both Doom and Tony Stark.
Maybe his family history is from Latveria the whole time and he adopts it. Maybe just as Tony Stark, he decides, hey, I'm the smartest guy in the world. I should be ruling the world. Takes over one of the nations of the world and renames himself Victor Von. Look, all I'm saying is there's a million different ways that he both is a Tony Stark variant.
Well, I don't even know where to begin. Yes, it's true. I understand what he think he's getting at, namely that in the main MCU timeline with Howard Stark, right, Tony's father, well, we know what he did. He worked with S.H.I.E.L.D., right? He's a genius. He's an engineer. Him and Tony had some problems growing up. Also, that is all fake. You go to the first Iron Man film, that is not there. So they've retconned their own canon several times with Iron Man, sometimes pretty radically, right? Remember Terrence Howard? Remember him? He was War Machine, but then they got rid of him, and then suddenly, like, oh, the other black guy is War Machine. Just got accepted. So, yeah, they've changed everything with Iron Man several times. This is technically nothing new. They've already pushed the reset button several times, but still, this is pretty damn bizarre. So you're saying that Howard Stark really was a Doom in disguise? And what, he controlled Latveria? When? During World War II? Now again, it's the multiverse. I'm sure we could find a version of Howard Stark, for whatever reason, decided to go to Europe and become a Doom. He fell in love with a Doom lady, because Victor's mother is supposed to be a gypsy. And I guess, hey, Wanda's a gypsy. Oh my god! Tony is the son of Wanda now. I mean, I guess, listen, I do get John Campea's point that, yes, they could go into some pretty insane, bizarre territory where Tony/Doom is the son of Wanda and Thanos having sex and ruling Latveria for reasons. Yeah, you can now turn up some pretty crazy combinations. I mean, maybe now Doom is related to the Fantastic Four. Maybe him and Reed Richards are brothers. Maybe they're cousins. And again, to be fair, the comic book continuity with Doom and Kang is also pretty damn crazy. I mean, at one point, Doom was Kang and Kang was Doom, but then they retconned that to make them cousins. I admit, This would just be hilarious if Kang and Tony were the sons of Wanda and Thanos. Like, that is one out their family tree, and maybe Strange is their cousin, and I don't know, Captain America's like a nephew, and Gwyneth Paltrow is what? I don't know, a sister-in-law. It just, see, the thing is, yes, with the multiverse, you do get a lot of possibilities. These can be done creatively, but give me a break here. This just sounds so absurd and is definitely going to contradict so many aspects of the MCU. Now, granted, the MCU has already contradicted itself. There are just many things that don't line up, right? If you see Guardians of the Galaxy 1, that does not line up with Infinity War and or Endgame. They just don't. And they've pulled the same trick already, right? With Endgame, we got a new Gamora, who was not the Gamora we knew, just another Gamora. But at least they closed out that story with Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Yeah, they have pulled this trick of we got a multiverse version of the character you knew, but it's not the character you know, it's someone else. I'm just more really shocked at how Campea can pose as like, guys, I'm willing to criticize Disney, but this is just a great idea. It's Robert Downey Jr. I mean, yeah, all you weirdos reading comics, you'll be disappointed, but who cares about them? Yeah, and they announced this at a comic book convention, so yeah, it just sounds all kinds of stupid and crazy, but hey, it could work. I mean, yeah, Thanos and Wanda could have seen each other and thought, hey, let's have sex in Latveria and make a Stark Doom. I don't know. Maybe it'll be Attack of the Stark Doom Kang clones, and I don't know. I don't know. It will be pretty funny though that Kurt Lazarus is the brother slash cousin of Kang. That could be hilarious.